up empty. Begging the question, are the lights real? Or are they something paranatural? Tragedy replays over and over again. But Warren is passionate about getting to the bottom of the mystery lights. To help him find the truth, he assembles a team of experienced paranormal investigators to shed light on them. They'll use a variety of instruments to gather as much information as they can.
How's it looking? Getting everything set up here with the night vision?
Yeah.
Dean Warsing manages the team's night vision gear, their primary observation tool.
Get the lens to come out, and then this just velcros to here.
The night vision goggles will help the team zero in on any light aberration.
Talked about radios. What station are you on? 18.
Brian Irish is one of the team's most experienced imaging experts. He's seen the lights before. In 2000, he captured these dancing lights on the side of the mountain.
The one Geiger counter we have, of course, detects beta and gamma and X-ray, of course.
Micah Hanks will keep an eye on the team's Geiger counter to detect any radioactivity in the area. The presence of radiation would provide a major clue as to the source of the lights.
So we should have a monitoring of the entire spectrum here tonight, and of course with that tri-field meter, you and I are going to have one heck of an observation point over there.
So the more eyes we have on them at once, the better it is.
Chris McCollum will monitor the team's electromagnetic field detector. The team believes the mountainous area's heavy granite deposits might create unusual electromagnetic fields that power the lights.
Ah, John, welcome, sir.
Geologist John Connor arrives to consult with the team.
What are some things that make these mountains in this area special that we might keep in mind as we are sort of gauging the terrain?
The material that's in here is largely granitic and consequently has a high quartz content. The lights might be part of a piezoelectric effect where quartz gets under a strain and will emit a voltage or a charge, much like your igniter on your gas grill. The same thing could be true here.
Let's get ready. Let's do it.
All right.
Once the sun sets, the team heads out to 3 separate observation posts. Station 1 is located on the left-hand side of the Brown Mountain overlook. Here they'll collect readings from the Geiger counter and the EMF detector. Station 2 is the central location. This station will focus on using night vision to spot the lights. Station 3 is to the right of the overlook and will allow the team to see the lights from another angle. These 3 stations will give the team a wide view of the gorge where witnesses usually spot the lights.
The conditions are getting right.
All right, let's do it.
If the lights appear, the team is ready. But they aren't the only ones looking for answers. But Joshua Warren and his team on Brown Mountain believe the phenomena is much more mysterious. 2 hours into their search, their equipment suddenly goes haywire.
Wow, and I'll tell you what, now this is weird.
The EMF meter spikes,
I've never seen anything higher than 50 on that.
marking a sudden fluctuation in the mountain's magnetic field. Then Station 2 radios in a sighting.
Joshua, come in, over.
This is Station 1 to Station 2.
Hey Joshua, we are experiencing an anomaly down in the gorge. Here on my camera, it's right here. You see that? Right above my fingertip. If it's a fire, you would see smoke through the night vision.
Station 3 can still observe an anomaly to our immediate right.
Warren arrives to see for himself.
Okay, I do.
Let me point this out for Josh. Right here, Josh?
They use a laser pointer to point out the anomaly.
I got it.
Okay.
Zeroing in on the light, the investigation intensifies. The mystery light activity on Brown Mountain starts to pick up.
Let's hit it with a thermal camera and see if we ought to be able to figure out if that's a campfire.
All right, I got it.
It doesn't seem to be showing up on the thermal camera. I would expect a fire to, unless it's just out of range.
The team uses a long-range temperature gauge to see if they can rule out fire as the cause.
Baseline 59, 60. It's actually colder. It is definitely colder than the surrounding area.
And then, a dancing ball of light appears in the distance.
Wow, you ever seen anything like it, Josh?
I'm not sure what the heck that was.
What is that? And Josh, it's showing up on night vision blue.
Maybe this is a reflection of some kind.
What the hell was that?
Station 1, over.
Okay, Roger, over.
Okay, just a moment ago, Dean saw and was able to videotape a rather distinct bluish, luminous form, and we're trying to see if we can rule out any lasers or other lights. Were you shining any lasers or lights at that station, over?
No, we've got his green laser, and no, he won't.
You know what? It looked like it almost manifested again. Oh! It's right here, right here.
Suddenly, another light appears in the gorge. It's bright enough to cast light on the trees below, before taking off into the distance.
It shouldn't be blue on night vision.
They can't believe their eyes.
Was there a light being shined that we didn't know about? Because if that wasn't a reflection, I'm not sure what the heck that was.
The next morning, they meet to review the stunning video evidence.
This here, yeah, we filmed for 45 minutes. None of this was visible except via the night vision goggles. Baseline 59, 60. It is definitely colder than the surrounding area. If that was a fire, we should definitely got a hot hit. We didn't get a hit. If anything, we got colder.
I don't recall anybody shining any flashlights around, do you?
No.
Yeah, this is much more subtle.
Yeah, this is different.
Wow,
Yeah, it was
that's
cool.
great.
The team wonders about the physics behind the object.
Considering that those little dots are trees, that thing travels a big
Yeah, look
distance.
at this. Yeah.
That thing is moving.
The light appears to zoom off into the distance instead of actually going up.
Brian Irish runs the footage through a filter that helps isolate the anomaly.
So watch it here in the negative image. And right there, instead of going straight up, it just goes back in the distance. And here we go. Wow. What do you say as far as scale? Chris, did you say you had something?
That little ridge right there, that particular ridge is maybe 300 or 400 meters long.
The speed of the light on camera, compared to the size of the ridge, indicates it moved unnaturally fast. A daylight photograph of the area gives a better sense of scale. And that's not all they've captured on video.
There's red.
Yeah. Was it one of the pointers that you had?
No. I don't know what that red is.
Night vision cameras only capture images in blacks and greens.
This is the weirdest thing I've ever seen.
Just the movement of this. So I'm really not sure what to make of it yet.
I've never seen colors in night vision.
I caught the very end of it.
But you did see the blue, or?
Yes, it was.
I can't explain it.
It almost makes you think that there's something taking place here that's actually distorting the way the equipment is working.
Yeah. Very strange.
If equipment failure is to blame for the strange video data, night vision and imaging experts in Princeton, New Jersey should be able to tell. Will be beamed into the goggles.
500.
Dr. Onat observes the camera's LCD screen to see if the light turns blue, while his colleague runs through the entire visible light spectrum. But every wavelength appears green. The mystery remains.
We basically went through all of the wavelengths, starting from the UV all the way until the near infrared, and we were not able to replicate the blue color. Which means that what was seen in the footage could have been something that was a higher energy photon, something around, could be a gamma ray, could be X-ray.
But gamma and X-rays naturally occur only in outer space.
At this point in time, we're not really sure of any kind of light that would give out gamma ray or X-ray in that kind of a form. It is unexplained at this point.
It's unlikely the Brown Mountain light comes from any man-made source we know of. If the lights are generated by some unknown, high-energy source, where is it coming from? NASA scientist